up, people? Welcome back to the channel. So took a bit of a break. I did release one video last week. I was going over what exactly I wanted to do. To be honest, kind of want to relax this weekend. So happy holidays to everyone who spent some time off. If you didn't, that's it's all good. That's your thing. But we are back. So if you like what we do, please feel free to like and subscribe. If not, it is all cool. We do videos like this all the time. We got a lot of videos planned. Also at the end of the video, we got a card for a Flaunderies fan-made structure deck. So if you want to check that video out, go ahead and down below. Right now, we're gonna go and talk about the Centur-ion monsters and a couple of cards that I feel kind of will help you in the matchup and kind of helping the meta altogether. So let's go ahead and get into it. Centur-ion Primera, right here. To be honest, Centur-ion is going crazy. It comes out really high, and then it kind of dipped down to 31. But to be honest, it didn't really dip too much. This V is very deceiving. It's not like it went down to 15 and then back up to 30. This card right here has been in the $30 range. Right now, you get $33.98, $33.99. You need 3 copies of this card. So Centur-ion is hot right now. I wouldn't say it's just a 100% best deck in the meta, because even though I have my own idea of it, it is really good. It is beatable. You can beat the deck. You can put it in certain situations where it's just not doing what it needs to do. So, but at the same time, the fact that you could just Calamity Lock on your opponent's turn, you could play on your opponent's turn. Playing, like I said, that's the reason why Tier Elements is still a good deck, simply because you can play on your opponent's turn. So, have Centurion, a deck like Centurion kind of makes sense. Emblem of Oath is another Centurion card that doesn't have a turn in its name, but it is still one of the good expensive cards. Right now, you get this for $33.60, pretty much like $33. A lot of people are gonna price it around the $32 price point. Yeah, Oath, $33. You're paying a lot of money for this core. That is something I want to stress. If you want to get it now while it's hot, and you think you need it now, you gotta play. You think it might go up. This is what you're paying for it. Centurion Trudea. This is another one. This one right here is not as good as a Primera. Primera is a tutor, but at the same time, I believe this is the one that you want to hit with Imperm. Some of the best hand traps you against this deck is Ghost Ogre and Imperm, and also Ash in certain situations, like if you stop them from getting to the field spell with it. But for the most part, you want Ghost Ogre and Imperm. That really kind of stops the deck in its tracks. Especially they don't have any kind of they don't have the right extender. But right here, you got the Judea right here going for $23.80, $23.90, pretty much $24 for the Judea, and you need 3 of these. This deck is extremely expensive. I highly suggest that if you're trying to play budget, stay away from this deck. But if you feel like this is gonna be the next meta, if you feel like this is gonna be tier 0, because maybe I might release a video talking about potential tier 0 decks coming out. But to be honest, this deck is really, really good. There's not many points that you could really stop it, and even if you do use the right hand traps, if they have the right extenders, they can just play right through it. So Centurion is really crazy. So we got the Synchro Monster, Centurion Legatia. This one right here, my business partner actually was able to pull a copy of this, so we did have this in stock. I do want to get more, so stay tuned. So I might have a pack opening video, just kind of focus on this set. But this right here is going for about $18.49, about $18 to $19, maybe the $20 range, depending on how many move. But it looks like you get it for $18 to $19. Centurion Emmett the 4th, no, the 6th. Yeah, I always mess up my Roman numerals, even though I watch the Super Bowl all the time, but I always mess up my Roman numerals. But you got the Centurion Emmett the 6th. This one right here, I don't think you run 3 of these, but this is kind of another option. This one right here is going for $9.76, $9.77. So pretty much about a $10 card. Even if you pull this one, if you don't feel like it's the best one, it's still worth about $10, so you still could get some good amount of value for this card. So Ash Blossom Enjoying Spring, kind of going into some of the cards that are actually good for for this matchup. Ash Blossom Enjoying Spring is not the best card against Centurion, but is really a good generic hand trap that if you want to go kind of heavy in your hand trap build, running 9+ hand traps, I would having Ash Blossom there to stop the terraforming, so that way they don't grab the field spell is really good. This is a super rare from rarity collection. All the rarity collection variants kind of like vary, but to be honest, $2 for a super rare Ash Blossom, I would pick up Ash right now. If for some reason you don't have your full playset, just get your super rare Ash, get it out the way. Ash Blossom is one of the best cards. It is timeless. Even if it's not necessarily right now, there's a time where Ash is really good. I would always make sure I have my playset of Ash. So like that's kind of something I always like to say. Have your playset of Ash, $2 for the super rare. You got a lot of other versions, of this card. You got the ultra rare, from Dude. It says $3.49, market price $8. You probably get these for like $4 to $5. Secret rares, depending on how, how mint they are, anywhere from like $8 to $24. The commons are kind of already in the $2 range. Just get the rarity collection super rares at the $2 price point. I would just bite the bullet because I wouldn't be surprised if you see any super rare copy for $5 and all commons for $4. So before Ash goes up, I would just get me a copy. Make sure I have my playset Ash Blossom. If you already have it, cool. If you don't, this is your PSA. Get it right now. I will never stop saying get your playset of Ash Blossom. Infinite Impermanence is a card that's actually starting to go up. The ones from Rarity Collection, they were they were kind of going in the $2, floating into the $1 range, but now they're kind of sitting there in the $3 range. The ultra rare is kind of similar in $3.50 to $4. These ultras kind of same. To be honest, Infinite Impermanence is really good against Centur-ion. It's not the best against Centur-ion, but sometimes depending on what you're able to do, if you go first and you set up at least one interruption, one negate, or two negates, just having Infinite Impermanence just to negate. I believe it is in the Primera, but if you use Infinite Impermanence to negate her, because this is one of the stars that they need to put her as to put her or the other one as a continuous trap, I would very much want to go and have that, just kind of on the back burner to make sure you have it to stop it. So Infinite Impermanence is starting to go up slowly. I've seen a lot of different versions kind of starting to get I wouldn't say bought out, but a lot of different versions are starting to go up in price. Infinite Impermanence Quarter Century Secret Rare, 100% is a good pickup. You have the Ultimate Rare that I kind of noticed was kind of starting to go up. So certain people are to be honest, I like the Ulti more. But if you like that kind of Starlight look and you kind of feel like that's the best one, I would go ahead and just pick up the Quarter Centuries right now. Simply because we probably might head into a meta where this is kind of one of the top 3 hand traps to run, and I wouldn't be caught without it. If you got 72.99, 72, 74, this is pretty much for people who only want Quarter Century rares. If you don't care about it and you have one and you want to trade it, I would probably just hold on a little bit and might go up a little more. But if you want to pick these up and you want a playset of these, I would go to buy these now. 72 is really high, but I really kind of feel like in the next couple of months, this card, Infinite Impermanence is going to be one of the better cards. And if you're a high rarity player, I would get it now. If you're not, hold off. Actually, if you're not, get the super rares right now before kind of something happens and become $5 super rares. And the last card I want to talk about is Dimensional Shifter Quarter Century 25th Anniversary. I don't want to talk about any other kind of version because every other version is 40 cents, $1, $2. You get the prismatics for $2. So if for some reason you don't have a set, get the high rarities for maybe $5, for the prismatics. But right here, the highest rarity, the Quarter Century Secret Rare, this one right here, $15.49, $15.63, $15.99. This card has kind of held its price point. I know right here it kind of shows a little bit of a bump, but I was selling these for $15 a piece ever since the 25th anniversary collection came out. I would not hesitate to simply just pick these up, because I understand Konami might hit them. If Konami hits them, Konami hits them. That's kind of it. I'm gonna take a hit along with anyone else who decides to buy them, but I wouldn't be against buying a playset of Dimensional Shifter in this high rarity, because if they decide not to hit it, man, Dimensional Shifter is gonna be a really heavy hitting card. If Tier Element stays the top deck, it stops Tier Elements. If the Centur-ion deck becomes top tier, I really feel like it's either going to be pure Centur-ion or Centur-ion, Centur-ion Horus, and Dimensional Shifter completely stops the deck from going off. So I really feel like Dimensional Shifter could have a really big impact as long as Konami doesn't hit that card. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Peace out. Catch you in the next one. Let Let me know down below if you guys have any other options that might be, like a potential, like hit for like going up. If not, if you agree with everything, it's all good. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.